Wow, wow, wow. Football will never cease to amaze everyone, I don't really come out to talk about soccer like this, but when I see people post and they, talk about football with emotions and not really analyzing the game, it's always very, very it kind of, push me always to talk, but I just decided to talk after this match between Spain and France. What a match! What a game! I've seen a lot of people say France will win. France, I commented on their comment section. I said, "Why do you say so?" They watch with emotions when they see, just like Real Madrid, when you see them at the beginning of the season, they play very fearfully and fiercely, and they play with that kind of strength and vehemence. And when you look at them, normally you conclude and say, wow, this league belongs to Madrid. But each time they face the feeble backer that looks not, you see their frailties, you see how feeble they are, fragile, they just disappear. And then you ask yourself, is it not the Madrid that I have been watching, playing with so much strength and, being in charge of the game, oppressing people, bullying people at the pitch, and then they are in charge of being in charge of the control of the game, and but each time they face back, I commented on some people's comment section and told them that yes, France plays good, but this match is gonna be like El Clasico that we've been watching for the past 2 3 years between. Let's not talk about Messi and Ronaldo, between Yami Lama and Mbappe. You know, Yamin Lama has never failed to surprise us in, they always outplay, they come in with class and then they always outplay Madrid. And it has always been like that all through the time Mbappe has been in Madrid. They come with so much strength, speed and all that. But when these young boys get the ball, they try to, control the tempo of the game. I commented in someone's comment section. I said, Spain will alter the playing style of France. France has never played a strong team. Most of the teams they played, they were just going back and defending, and they were oppressing and pushing. They've not really seen a team that controls the midfield and then, try to go further. Spain held the game, controlled the tempo of the game, locked up all the midfielders, all of them disappeared. They all fizzled from 0 to 90 minutes. They were nowhere to be found. I didn't even know when they removed Olise. Olise, my man, I love him so much. I didn't even know when they removed Olise. Maybe I went to use the washroom when I came out. Olise, I couldn't. It was the ending of the match. I said Olise is not here. Oh, I discovered they removed Olise. It was that bad. That even Mbappe, my man, I love Mbappe. He respects his elders. I love him. I have nothing against him, but it's beginning to look like what it was before. In the time of Cristiano Ronaldo and the greatest of all time, Lionel Andres Messi. Messi dealt with Ronaldo. You know, made him lose so many accolades and trophies, starting from the time of Manchester United in the Champions League final. Messi deprived him, deprived. If not for Lionel Andres Messi, Ronaldo would have been a great player that the world would have adored. But because of Messi, Ronaldo was, if I'm to say, in his era, he was the second best in his era. No, I appreciate him. He's a good player. He's a good scorer. He scores goals, eye for goal. Okay, but Andres Messi was a thorn on his flesh. He took away sleep from this young man. He made his life a living hell. Now Mbappe came out, and then I wouldn't blame him for his choice. He chose a man whose battle has lingered for years. He took the mantle of a man whose battle has lingered. He never inquired about the battles that Ronaldo went through before he made him his idol. I don't blame him. It's his choice. I don't know his reasons. He took the mantle of Ronaldo and also picked the battle of Ronaldo. The same thing that Ronaldo faced because of Lionel Andres Messi is the same battle that Mbappe is feeling because of Yami Lamar. The mantle you took brought a battle you never expected. That is why I tell people everywhere I go, say before you choose a mantle, inquire about the battle of the mantle. Because behind every mantle, there is a battle. So the mantle of Ronaldo attracts the battle from a star from Barca, from Barcelona. This is just how it is. This is just how it is. And believe me that this young man is going to be a big thorn on his flesh. He left PSG and came to Madrid to, lift all the trophies, but this young man has been a thorn on his. Look at him going trophyless throughout this whole season. Oh my God. Yami Lama, you've dealt with this man. Last season and this season. Oh my God, I love Mbappe so much. I just wish this season that he leaves, even if it's the La Liga. My boys, Barcelona, they are going to take up on the Champions League. I'm sure of that. With what I'm seeing, I'm sure of that. My boys, ever ready. Now, it all boils down to before you choose a mantle, make sure you know the battle behind the mantle. The same thing happened to John the Baptist in the Bible. He took up the mantle of Elijah, and he forgot that all through the life of Elijah, a woman called Jezebel was chasing to destroy him, to just make him go into oblivion. When he took up the mantle, the same woman reappeared in the body of the wife of Herodias, and the battle continued because of the mantle. And he died because of the mantle that he had. The same woman that Elijah escaped. It could be most of the times when you take off the mantle of a man who you didn't inquire about his battle, the battle becomes more fierce and may take you if the man escaped his own battle. I wish Yamilama the best. I wish Mbappe in the best in his future endeavors. But come on, come on, come on, come on. This was a very good match. I enjoyed every bit of it. Congratulations, Spain, in the final. I wish you meet with Argentina, and then it's gonna be. I will leave my fingers crossed about that. Thank you very much. You can also subscribe and follow for more. Thank you.